Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Thursday. I hope everyone has had a decent day. I know a lot of people are in the cold weather. It's the majority of this chat, the voice chat, are freezing right now.
It's only 18 degrees minus. What are you talking about?
Celsius. I can just imagine all of our Fahrenheit users just having a stroke hearing that.
I mean, it feels like it.
I mean, that's fair. So yeah, we're back with some more 8 coins for the Ferryman, and before we get into it properly, I need to do the whole thing before Twitch starts being twitchy with me. Music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. If you want to check out more of his stuff, type in !music2 in the chat. Sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlays and starting soon screen and the maps that you will see maybe during the game were by me incarnated. This image you're seeing right here is from the official Mythical Odysseys of Theros campaign book. The chest weasel you see up there was drawn and created by Pointy Hat Studios. And for those who were here on Monday, yes, they found a chest weasel in the Eberron campaign. So that's fun. The barbarian immediately wanted to kill it, which meant that the chest weasel immediately wanted to be friends with it. You know.
What do you mean?
And if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can do what Lillith just did and type in !perks in the chat. I think that's everything. Yes. My brain is not really functioning, but hey, you know. Let's go. Yeah, let's go around the table, introduce ourselves and our characters, and then someone can do a recap for us. And let's start with Vits. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I am Vitskugga, and I am playing Artemis, the human Drake Warden Ranger, although more lion than Drake.
It's technically a winged lion, so
Yeah.
sort of Drake.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Lillith.
What?
Who are you and who are you playing?
Oh.
We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Hi, I'm Lillith or Lily. I'm playing Ceradelia Wordwind, the tiefling bard and the queen of the body. Okay.
I had a comment there. I'm not gonna say it because then, you know.
Bring it.
No, I was going to say I thought that was Arion. Or Orion.
Yes, he's a Lion King.
I'm the queen, but...
True, fair. Queen of Ducks. And I think I figured out why the ducks haven't been working. Because sound alerts just told me like, hi, we need you to update this thing. You know. Lupo.
Hello. I'm LupoZo, playing Drozan, the Centaur Cleric. The often voice of reason and centaur with infinite patience.
I'm still waiting for Daddy of the group.
And Daddy of the group.
Yeah, the voice of reason that now has a rope of entanglement filled with caltrops.
It's when, you know, little kids get a bit out of hand, need to rope them in.
No, it's the added caltrops that I was just aiming for. That bit.
Yeah. Naughty kids.
Krampus got nothing on this one. And Jason.
Yes. Hello, I am Jason. I'm playing Lillith, the resident pink-haired druid. Triton demigod thing.
And hi, I'm Ardana, or Joe, or you there, since, Lilith is here. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and, I was waiting for that one. I knew Emil would try to pull some shit like that, because he times it like that every time now. Thank you, though, for the bits. I appreciate that. And yeah, anyone want to give us a recap what happened last time?
I'm not it.
What?
I don't even know who this Calcus Dragon guy is.
I'll give it a go. Okay. Alright, so if you recall from the session before last, Leo had his money pouch stolen by a pickpocket, and that's where we left it. So then now in this last session, we managed to apprehend the pickpocket and get Leo's gold back.
Poor pickpocket.
Yeah, and Neri was particularly vicious with his use of ice. Gave him time to chill out. The party gave most of their money back. No, hold on. Oh, no, it's right. We decided to. It's a bad idea to keep all our money on our persons, just for that very reason. So they gave the money to Drozen and Ciri, who took the money back to Lizzie for safekeeping on board in one of her magical safe places there. Artemis.
Don't forget that we finally explained to Leo how much a gold is.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, he had no idea. He thought copper pieces were worth more.
You finally realize we're rich.
Yeah, shame. Artemis went to go check out the Temple of Nyada because we heard that they were possibly up to no good, not really representing Nyalia in the right way. And then the rest of us went to the Red Spire Inn, which is the fancier of the inns. And meanwhile, Drozen and Ciri store 772 gold. Oh, sorry, that's my personal notes, I think. Never mind. Anyway, the Red Spire Inn is very fancy. We each get a lovely room, although Leo tries to get tries to get a shared room for he and Ciri. Boom, chicka wow wow. And,
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Can't
and
wait
apparently-
to just tell Victor when he gets back just to see his brain pop.
Yeah. And on a funnier note, which who knows, maybe it was used in the boudoir. Apparently, when he says the word rock, his wings pop out.
Yep.
Anyway, so there are some fancy people in the dining room. We go off to the dining rooms. Leo and Ciri finally get more well acquainted, should we say? We
get
meet.
alone time.
Meanwhile, so we all eventually meet in the dining room after a short rest. And while we're sitting at our table, someone from the next booth starts talking to Neri. It is Alexa. She is a friend from his home. She's another Triton. She tells him that she's
Nope.
no. Oh, sorry, no, none of the Triton. What is she?
She's a fellow student from the Militis University.
Yeah, the Katsia.
Yeah,
She was human, wasn't she?
she was human. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
human.
okay. I was thinking my notes were wrong.
No. There's a picture of her in the handouts. NPCs 8 coins.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just ignore the well, you don't have to ignore the image, just ignore everything else, because I clicked the wrong button because I was trying some stuff. I was trying to share the image without sharing the NPC stat block, and it didn't work.
Who's that? Calcus? Because
Yeah.
We don't see a stat block.
Yeah, I was trying to share the image, but it shared a stat block instead. So just ignore that.
Okay.
I don't
Well, we
like
can't
it
see
when
his
the
stat
DM
block
tells us
anyway.
to ignore.
Yeah, no,
We
I
can only
think
see the image.
no, I clicked share with all players, and it just popped up the stat block for everyone.
Oh.
I think if it's just the image, it's just the image. Then yay, it worked.
It's just the image.
Okay, then it worked. Woohoo!
Cool. Anyway, so Alexa, she tells Neri that she's been sent to give him, to tell him to give up his foolish quest and return home to his studies. Apparently, some of his former academics want him to return home. She seems a bit strange, and after some questioning from Neri, we find out that she has been cursed by the Nightmare Twins before we killed the one. We decide to try to heal her, as of course she's Neri's friend. So after a long rest, so this is our plan. After a long rest, Drozen can swap out one of his spells and put in Remove Curse, and he will cast that on her. And meanwhile, Neri will. He flew over. That's right. He transformed into an eagle or something. Flew over to the temple to buy a scroll of Remove Curse as well to be extra safe, so we can try a double whammy of removing curses.
Yep.
And that's what I have.
All right, yeah. You can take a point of inspiration. If you already have it, you can bounce it to someone else.
Yeah, I already have one. So who needs one?
Me, because just for this session. Because I'm casting Remove Curse and I want to succeed.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
wait, I still have inspiration. Never mind. I thought I didn't have one.
Okay,
Alright.
So yeah, Neri gets it.
All right.
I forgot my bad jokes actually give me inspiration sometimes.
Sometimes I'm gonna be a little bit more restrictive with it, so you're gonna have to try a little bit harder. I don't know why I encourage it, but apparently I'm a glutton for punishment.
How hard are we talking here?
Rock solid.
Anywho, I'm gonna try and get this Sirenscape thing to work again. There we go. And with that, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. Popping up my notes. There you are. Okay, so overhead the night is clear and slightly chilly this high up in the mountains. You can clearly tell that summer is almost over and fall is strengthening its grip on the region. Neri, as you race through the streets, not many people are out due to the slight chill, and you manage to dodge and weave back and forth until you find your way all the way back to the Red Spire Inn. Slightly out of breath, you make your way through, and you're greeted by the same lady that met you the first time. Half asleep by the
Holding up
bar.
one finger. Give me a second. I got a stitch.
Oh god, he gasps like a fish out of water.
Now, I can't remember if everyone else is still around or if you are all waiting for the next day. Or it's not day. You want to take your long rest early so that you can get up during the night, because the ghost on the bridge only appears at night.
We're having that now then, or were they having that while Neri's running about?
That's what I was thinking, because that was basically what I'm acting.
Hey, wasn't it?
It's late afternoon at this point. It's starting to become evening, so
I mean, really early morning is technically still night, so we could have a long rest now.
I'd say the sun has just set at this point.
Oh,
So
we can't have a long rest now.
I mean the sun sets at around. Yeah, well, you would. Actually, my bad. It would be mid-afternoon at this point. Like 4 p.m., 4 5 p.m. So you need.
Yeah, because we were eating dinner.
Yeah, you were eating dinner, and you were talking about taking a long rest and then getting up, so you could be at the bridge at about 4 5 a.m. Because it's just an hour and a half outside of the city.
Technically, if we slept till 12 a.m.
Yeah, you would have plenty of time.
So 12, knock in the door of Alexa, try and remove curse, and then be on our way. We would be there around 2 3-ish.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do it.
but it's up to you, Neri, if you're in any state of resting right now.
No, he's pretty tired, and he knows that he's a bit.
You've been running across the city, and you barge in through the door. You see some patrons are still in there enjoying like food, and the bartender, backtracking a little bit, she's not half asleep, but she wasn't really paying attention. So when you barge through and just go to thing, and she's looking at you like, all right.
Dead.
There.
Excitable pink-haired guy.
Yeah.
It's been dripping water everywhere.
Like, basically, you've been spending a lot of money here, so she's like, okay, fine, but keep it down.
We're gonna walk back into the eating area. Play at the others, the spell scroll. We're like, I love the bed. I'll see you at 12. Can I get a wake-up call for 12 a.m. in the morning? 12 p.m. at night. 12 p.m. at night? Yeah, 12 p.m. at night.
Oh, we can definitely arrange that.
Awesome. Yeah, he's not snappy like sorry, he just walks past without paying.
Oh, we'll just put it on your room then. That's a little bit.
And then he's gonna go to bed.
All right. Siri.
Does he sleep in the bathtub or his bed?
That's up to you, Neri. Siri, Drosan, what are you doing?
I believe Siri and Leo went after they finished eating and drinking up what they got. I believe they went to their rooms to rest because that was basically what Neri told us to do.
Yeah. So, all right. Drosan, did you also head off?
Yeah, because I'll need to change my spells up. So
Okay.
yeah, long rest.
Artemis. After hearing about suspicious activity over at the Temple of Nylea, you've made your way over. It's from the inn where everyone else is staying. It's about 3 blocks west. So you're in the north of Akros at this point, and walking northwest for about 3 blocks, you find this. It looks like someone has planted a grove in the city. It's beautiful, like marble-looking pillars and this wooden structure that seemed to be grown out of the ground to create a not that large building. It has the same red roof as most of the other buildings around. But the walls seem to have been grown and then woven like wicker. And most of the area, it's looking around, comparing this place with all the other buildings around you. It looks like someone abandoned a shed and then someone else moved in and made a temple in it.
All right.
Inside it, you find a couple of people wandering around, tending to whatever wild growth to make sure it doesn't fill the entire area. The inside space has two braziers that light it up, and it's a welcome warmth compared to outside, where the mountain wind is just whistling through at this point. You see a younger woman that looks to be sweeping leaves out of the building, and an little bit older man that seems to be tending to the wicker walls of this temple. The man look over as you enter and just, "Oh, welcome to Nylea's Haven here in a bastion of civilization." He has like short cropped dark brown beard, same hair, like short, really short kept hair, and dressed very plainly in like simple woven. What's that called? It's not called a tunic. Just draped.
Puncher.
No, not really. It's one of those. It's sort of a tunic, but it's long, that reaches to his knees, and then under that he has woven trousers and what looks like leather boots on.
Why do I imagine him like a shepherd at the moment?
Like a nightgown.
Sort of. Have you seen like shepherd outfits from ancient Greece?
Yes.
The like long, like simple woven linen or cotton clothing.
I know what it's called in Norwegian. I don't know.
Same. I know what it's called in Swedish, but I don't know what it's called in English.
Is it särk? Is that the word?
Put it in
Yeah.
the chat
In
and I'll
Sweden?
translate it.
So it comes up.
I think the closest translation is actually a tunic, because it has the same cut as a tunic, but it's longer. And he turns to you a little bit shocked and
Put it in Google Images, and then you can put the link, and we can tell you what it is.
all right, I can do that. But yeah, he turns to you, Artemis, and just looks at you for a moment.
A circa or a tabard?
I mean,
I love how we
It could be a
fixate
tabard.
on
Sorry, carry on.
I think Orion would be growling because this is a violation to Nylea. In a way.
all right. He's a little bit just taken aback by it, and just,
Don't mind him. He's not accustomed to you, that's all.
All right. How can I help?
Well, I'm a bit curious about this temple. I heard that it's a temple of Nylea, so I thought I'd check it out. Being a very devout follower of her, of course.
Of course. Well, as you can see, we try to keep to our rules, even with inside the walls of a city.
Curious. Normally, Nylea doesn't approve of temples at all, as far as I know. Let alone inside civilization, nonetheless.
Well, and he looks a little bit like uncomfortable. Thing is, the temple was here before the city. Well, this region, this grove, was here before the city. In order to keep it for Nylea, we had to transform it into something acceptable.
So you perverted her holy land? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't go that far, but I can take your meaning. Though, and he points to the woman over, we're not responsible for its creation.
Well, that's good at least. But I guess you're responsible for its preservation.
Anything we can do to keep others from taking it, such as the followers of Farah and Karametra from overrunning it and taking it over.
Perhaps. Now, I heard some very, very disturbing rumors that there was some potential shady things going on here. Anything you would know about?
The only shade happening here is what the roof provides.
Yes. The roof provides a shade of darkness that shouldn't be in Nylea's presence. And a lot of things can happen in the shadows that others can't see. I'm sure you're a very good man. And I'm sure that you would not want to do anything bad, of course. So one of your stature would, of course, know if something bad happened in your temple. Right?
Of course, nothing outside the law or dictations of Nylea's laws are happening here, other than the what's the word I'm looking for? Provisions we have to grant the city to keep our place.
And that's a bad thing.
Well, the fact that we can no longer have it as just a grove and it has to be a temple. Yes.
You said it was a temple before the city, though.
Well, the grove stood before the city. It was created into a temple when the city decided they wanted to expand here. Following some laws to allow this place to remain standing.
Well, how come you would want a place for Nylia inside the civilization, though? Wouldn't it be better to find a place outside the city? In the wilds where Nylia's followers belong? With no walls, no roof, just trees and nature.
It's, like I said, not myself or my friend here that has made this decision.
And who's your friend?
Oh, meet, Sarah, please. I didn't catch your name, miss.
You got half of it. I guess we can keep it there for now.
Right.
Half of it.
Yeah, he knows the name of the the lion.
Miss. No, because you said miss. So he said you
Yeah.
got half of it.
Uh,
That's a miss.
I mean, fair. Well, miss,
Yes.
we are the tenders of this grove. For now.
And she looks to the woman and says, "So, is there anything shady going on in here?"
Not to my knowledge, no.
And if there's rumors about it, what would you think that would be about? If they claim it to be shady dealings? Any
Could-
guesses?
Well, we do have to we have to contend with the Temple of Phoenix. They tend to spread such things.
But if you were doing something shady, what do you think that would be? I'm sure you got a guess or something.
Well, she looks over to the man for a minute. Well, planting seeds of discontent against civilized order, maybe.
Well, at the moment, I don't really see anything shady. Except the temple itself.
Well,
Slightly disappointed, not gonna lie.
what would you have us do? Burn it down and leave Karametra in charge?
Yes.
You would have us abandon an outpost of Nylea
This is not an outpost of Nylea. You already perverted it by building a temple. The moment you made it a temple, you abandoned Nylea.
We did not build a temple. We are just keeping it.
For what purpose?
To spread Nylea's words among those who could potentially raise civilization and bring it back to the natural order.
If you were truly loyal to Nylea, I would recommend you actually leaving the city. Go outside the city walls, go to the nearest forest, maybe make camp in a nice grove in the actual nature,
Mm,
and then come to the city to inform people of the new grove, and they can go there and watch Nylea's glory truly.
give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Charisma is not my strong side, but apparently I rolled well.
You see you see your words sinking in, and like you can almost sense your words taking root, especially with the man. From your conversation, you could already tell that he's very discontent with the whole deal, but thought he was making a difference. The woman is a little bit more hesitant, but you can see her nodding as well. She's not entirely convinced, but the man seems to be like, yeah, maybe, yeah, absolutely. That could probably be a better idea.
She looks to Orion and whispers to him. What do you say? Do you think we should burn it down? You know Nylea better than I do.
Can he even talk?
Probably not.
Well,
Unless
normally
you
they
have
can talk Draconic or Leonin, I guess, in this case.
I'd
Or
say
Celestial.
I say in this case he speaks Celestial instead of Draconic. See, yeah. Orion's head tilts slightly and looks back at you. Looks between the two and let him leave first.
Of course. I wouldn't burn them inside. Alright. We don't do that. We don't burn people alive.
True. This place I sense nature here, but faint.
Should we burn it down then, and let nature retake it? Or does Nylea want anything special for us? Do you know?
I can't tell. It's fading. Perhaps build a new sanctuary, then destroy this. I cannot tell.
She looks at the other two again and says, "All right, so we're gonna do this. You two are gonna make a sanctuary outside the city, in the forest. So you can pack your things and start with that. And as soon as you're done setting things up, then you burn this down."
You see the man just nodding a little bit, looking around, looking between the walls, the braziers, and you can see further in there are like small rooms with beds, like bedrooms and some storage areas. The woman isn't entirely convinced yet, but make me another persuasion check. This time with
Alright.
advantage, because technically Orion is helping you.
Persuasion. 17 is pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah. She's still a bit hesitant, but you can tell that the woman, Sarah, is coming around. But the man is completely on board. He's like, yep, yep.
Well, I am glad I visited, because the moment I heard there was a temple to Nylia, I was worried. But it seems my worries was misplaced, because you seem to be at least committed people. So, if you truly worship Nylia, just be in nature. Don't be in the city. Whatever is here is an abomination. And you should probably burn it down as soon as you can. I burn it down now, but I want to give you some time to actually set things up. And remember, don't build a temple. Nature should remain wild and free. And so should you. Which you aren't inside these city walls. You're locked in a cage, just like all the other people here. Just like all the animals that are fighting in the arenas.
Wait, there's
You should be wild and
animals
free.
fighting in the arenas?
I don't know. I'm sure they are.
In this arena, there's usually just people. But I mean, there are horse races. So,
Cause, yeah. If there were animals in the arena, now it would be helping the crazy ranger with all of this. He would literally just be, you know, prison break, prison break, just riding through the streets with all the
Yeah,
animals following
no,
him.
while Irwas celebrates all kinds of victory overall, fighting caged
animals isn't really
no exactly
much of a victory, is it?
It would be. I think he would see it as cheating because it's not a victory unless it's on the beast's terms in their own natural environment.
Okay, that's good.
But horse races take place here, which is basically the closest you'd get to animals fighting. So you do have the horse races. which you were interested in participating at some point. But yeah, so you have the man completely on board with building a new sanctuary or creating a new sanctuary away from the city. The woman is a little bit more hesitant, but seems like coming around to the idea.
She kind of puts her hand on her shoulder and says,
Right.
I know it's not easy being a city person and suddenly dedicating yourself to nature. Nylia is wild and ferocious. The wild is dangerous. But you're a child of nature as well. You just have to walk outside and you can embrace the nature. So take it from someone who has been living in the wild for my entire life. You will find your home. The civilization is just keeping you in a cage right now. You'll see eventually.
She gives you a look and looks to Orion and looks to the man and to you and just gives you a short nod. And kind of shrugs off your hand a little bit before turning and walking over to the back rooms. And the man looks at you and, well, you have brought wise words here today. And I, for one, will take your words to heart, even if my friend won't.
Why won't she, though? Is there something wrong?
She's young and used to living within the safe walls of the city, only occasionally wandering into nature.
Well, maybe now she get a chance to truly embrace it.
Perhaps. I will
Well-
be starting building the sanctuary as soon as, well, I say building, creating it as soon as it allows to be created. I shall follow Nylia's guiding in finding a proper spot. It might take some time.
Don't take too long, but if you need any help, I'll gladly help you out. As long as I'm in the area.
Appreciate that. It will take some time to close this place down and spread the word of the new sanctuary.
I'm sure Nyla will guide you. And if not, she will guide me back to you.
Indeed.
And I'll simply burn it down then. So
Hopefully none shall live here when you return. And if they do,
I'll warn them.
oh, if someone lives here when you return, it's probably not followers of Nylia.
Oh, true. Well, I think the path that led me here has now decided to go another path. So I shall leave you to your future. And
Thank you.
may Nylia's arrow guide you.
And you.
She bows and then jumps on top of Orion and starts riding back towards the tavern.
All right. You return to the tavern to your companions having vanished from the eating area. You didn't really join them before you went directly to the temple, but you walk inside, walk up to the. It's not a bartender, but let's go with that tavern keeper. And she gives you a quick, short bow and. You are the companion. Do you require a room? Your companion said that you might be spending the night at the Temple of Nylea.
All right, we didn't pay for her.
Whoops.
Don't even think we told her we were going to this temple. This one.
I would never sleep in a temple to Nylea. But how much is a room?
How much did I say that the room cost? It's like a gold?
2 gold on it?
2 gold per night, yeah.
Alright.
It's a fancy place!
Yeah, and I have 4 gold pieces.
I have 2. I spent all my gold on a freaking spell scroll to save my friend.
I didn't pay
She-
shit.
She hands the 2 gold pieces to her.
It's a good thing.
She hands
some of
you.
us have
Yeah.
some of us have gold stashed away
Yeah.
for a rainy day. Dad'll pay for things.
She hands you a key. And does your she looks just outside a little bit. Does your steed require attention?
I'll bring you to the room. Thank you very much.
Because he's getting one of the centaur rooms.
And she takes the key and starts walking.
You see Orion walk inside and try to get up the stairs and get stuck.
Ryan, did you eat too much again?
No, my wings won't fit.
I told you to fold them in. If
I
you're going to
am.
take places. She kind of jumps on top of him, tries to like squeeze the wings.
Give me an athletics check to try to squeeze the lion up the stairs. You can make it with Orion's athletics, or it would be a strength check then.
Let's see who's stronger.
I'd laugh if she was stronger than the huge large
Oh,
lion.
we're just as strong actually, but I also have proficiency in it, so I'll just do mine.
Okay, so you're
Oh my God, she's
dragging.
stronger than the lion. Okay.
So you would be pulling him up the stairs, and yeah, it works. You. I imagine Siri and Leo having the room closest to the stairs. You just hear this racket and a complaining. Siri, you speak Celestial?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hear this grumbling, deep voice in Celestial as this racket is going on, as Orion is pulled up the stairs.
Because you're like, stop whining and don't eat so much every time.
It's
Oh,
my
yeah.
It's probably that
wings.
fluid. He's just eating you too much.
You.
I ain't fed him a damn thing.
I can just imagine like Siri laying in bed on top of like Leo's chest and like just like a little bit like looking up and being like, I lived at a brothel, I've heard worse.
Eventually, you manage to pull Orion into the room. By the way, the doors are also too small. You really have to like push him inside.
Get out! You've trapped him. You evil
It's-
anti-Nihilator person. Trapping a
room-
wild beast.
There is plenty of space once you get into the room, but getting him through the door is like you have to fold his wings up on top of him and then just yank through the door.
And she says, "How are you expecting to get inside tight caves if you're not getting in through a fucking corridor that is made for people to go through?" I think we need to make a diet for you.
People, not lions, not winged. Fine.
Yep, we're starting a diet tomorrow.
Poor creature.
Orion just plops down on the floor, his back to you, wings folded in, and just pointedly ignores you.
It was a joke.
As you should
Okay.
when someone asks you to go on a diet.
You know that way that cats tell you that I am ignoring you now, you better pay attention to me ignoring you. That's basically what Orion is doing. But yeah.
No. Just get inside.
It's
Hopefully we
fine.
won't have to sleep here for longer than one night.
If we are, I'm sleeping outside.
Yeah, we might save some gold pieces on that as well.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie. And she hugs him and kisses him on the head before she sleeps on the
Sim.
floor with him.
Don't let the flying lions bite.
It's like pops up a little bit like and yeah, your rest passes. After that, a little adventure, your rest passes uneventfully, and eventually Neri, you are woken up. All of you are woken up by a tap. Well, Neri actually is woken up because he's the only one who ordered wake up time. You hear a knocking on your door, Neri. And just a lower female voice than the one you talked to.
Yeah.
Just,
I imagine his hair's like.
wake up call. Wake up call.
Wake up. Can you wake up? Okay. Thank
Well, you ordered wake up service for midnight.
Yes, I did. Why can't ghosts wake up at a reasonable hour? I just walk to the bath that's still full and it's probably cold now and everything,
Yes.
but he doesn't care. He's just
The water is now room temperature.
flicks his head back. It's like, oh, okay. Walks over to his door, opens it. He goes to the Leah's door. He just goes, bang, bang, bang. And Leah,
The same. The woman who woke you
wake
up turns in the staircase and goes, "Sir, please don't wake resident. Please don't wake guests. They're not part of your party."
No, these guys are part of my party, I think. Leo, are you in there?
How close is Neri to the door?
Just listening. I'm just listening.
Siri will accidentally smack the door in his face.
Wait, did they open inwards or outwards? That's the thing.
Outwards. Fire regulation.
No, wouldn't that be inwards? 'Cause
When
if
you're
all the
running out of
doors
a
in the room
building.
was open, then you'd smack into them, wouldn't you? Every
Escaping.
hotel I go in, it's
Yeah, but that's because the hallways are so narrow.
yeah, exactly.
But these open outwards.
Okay. I just fall backwards on my ass and go, "What are you? I'm just giving you a wake up call."
You can just see like the twitch in Siri's eyes, being like, "Why?
Because
Can't
we
you
have
just like knock peacefully on a door, Neri? It's the middle of the night.
I'm
I was having the
tired.
most wonderful dream, and you bang on the door." And she looks at the lady in the staircase and be like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry about this.
It's it's quite all right. Quite all right.
You can
Mary?
wake everyone else up then. I'm gonna go and see if my friend's alive. Still off towards Alexia's room.
Yep. Alexa's
Mary.
room. Yeah. Alexa's room is like 2 doors down from yours.
Put my phone and go. Nah, I'm gonna wake her in the same way.
All right, this is where I bring out Alexa's stat block because I made one.
I just. And I jump to the side because I feel like the door will just come off its hinges. Knowing I should blast the door off the hinges. Maybe not. Depends.
All right. This is where
Yeah,
I'm
Siri
trying.
just walking in, hearing the same bangs, and being like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Let me actually double check what she can do. Let's see. There was a Farah. And she's a wizard.
Do I hear all this commotion, by the way?
Yes. The whole damn inn is hearing this.
You can see her opening the door at the end, like, what the hell is going on?
We're going ghost hunting. After I cure my friend of the curse.
I feel
Really?
like I missed something.
Just a bit. Yeah. My friend's been cursed by the nightmare twins. Some kind of. Yeah.
Oh, does he need to be killed? Or does he need...
Cure.
Okay. Alright.
So, Neri, you see the door to Alexa's room open. And
Hi, Alexa.
you say that
your
as
head.
a tiny mote of fire just swirls and hits, runs towards you at very high speed. So let's do it.
Wait, what? Is she shooting a fireball at me?
That is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
You see the little mote just ping off as she tried to
I just
fire
lift up my
bolt
shield
you.
and it.
Yeah, it just goes
usual occurrence. The usual occurrence.
yeah.
No,
And
she does that all the time. It's fine.
yeah, she uses firebolt on you.
I think it was firebolt and not fireball.
Yeah. Oh no, she doesn't want to burn the inn down. She just wants to hurt Neri, but missed. So
Just hit him with a door. That's usually what Siri does.
just Neritus. Why?
We're helping you.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna come downstairs and we're gonna help you. I can't tell you why, otherwise you'll get a bad headache again. And if you let me help you, I will go home with you straight away. Which I believe is your primary mission.
Sure. Gets out of bed, just wrapping the blanket around her, just
Of course, we'll do it at a more I'll go home with you at a more reasonable tempo. Right now, we just need to.
you owe me.
Yes, I owe you. That's it. This is it. This is me owing you.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Alexa. Let's just go downstairs. He doesn't touch her because
Yeah, she
they're
looks
not touchy feely. He's almost like.
and she gives you a stink eye, and this kind of glare is one you've only seen a few times when you or Asterix disturbed her notes in the past.
Okay.
And
yeah,
she's
that
like,
makes sense.
it's basically that look of, if I could incinerate you right now, I
I
would.
accidentally like tidal waved her notes at some point.
Yeah. But she follows you down the stairs, and Artemis, you have the job of trying to get Orion downstairs, while
Quietly.
Siri goes to wake up Drosan.
How did you
Yeah,
get there?
Siri would have just like put a blanket around herself, walked downstairs, knocked nicely on poor Drosan's door, who most likely had woken up as well by the banging.
Yep.
He's downstairs though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
no.
would still hear you.
Yeah.
And just
Don't be
no-
silly.
And just knock very like slightly on the door.
Yeah, you'll see Drozen answer the door because of the banging. I presumed
Yeah.
something was
Yeah,
going
your
on. So,
perception is like better than anyone.
Yeah. Like,
so I
he's like Shifu in Kung Fu Panda, where his ears just twitching as he hears a far off sound.
like with your passive perception, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your passive perception?
it is 23.
Haha. I'm better. I'm 24.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
so
good.
Siri just like knocking like very nicely on the door, being like, Joe-san, I know you're most likely awake since everyone else is. I'm very
Yeah, as I said, Drozen will open the door as you knock, and you'll see him fully dressed, ready to go. He's like, I thought it might be
you
coming.
can see her basically like wrapped in a blanket, very messy hair, and being like pissed as fuck. And she's like, I have woken you up. Can I go get dressed now?
Yes,
Thank
we'll
you.
wait for you outside.
Yes, please. And do me a favor. Can you just like give Neri a little back hand? Because I think you've woken up everyone in this building and the next door one.
Siri, could you help me push down Orion down the stairs, please? Before you
So
go.
she's hearing
get in
this from upstairs, being like,
Yep.
Did
Yeah,
you,
like.
did you
Why don't you open the window and let him just fly out of it? I bet the window's huge compared to the door. No, tiny
Probably
windows. Tiny. Not like double windows, just like the single ones. Oh, okay.
No, these are like regular sized windows with wooden shutters on the outside to keep the winds in. Neri could, or all of you except Drosan could probably climb out of it, but there's no way that Orion will fit through.
So Siri will go up the stairs, look at Artemis, being like, "I will help you, but let me get dressed first, please."
Now, does Siri have enlarged or reduced? So she just turned the cat tiny and took him out the window.
She does not, but she does have polymorph.
I mean, yeah, you could polymorph Orion.
To a little cat and just struck him.
So Siri will go in and get dressed, make sure that Leo get dressed as well. Take him with her and be like, "So, don't be alarmed, Artemis, okay?"
Why do I feel like I should be alarmed?
And she will look at Orion. "Do you mind if I make you smaller? So we don't have to push you."
No, don't mind.
And she will polymorph him into a cat.
Does it look like Orion, but as a cat?
It's
Basically just a white kitten.
yeah.
With wings.
And Siri will
A
go over
tressum.
and pick him up very nicely, and she will be like, "This is a nicer way to get big stuff out. And Artemis, for next time when we go to it, and don't push him inside. It's not normal. And I don't think he likes it."
Neither of us did. Not gonna lie.
When have we ever been normal?
I prefer sleeping outside, not gonna lie. But everyone was sleeping here, so I didn't know what to do. So I just paid for the room and everything. No one told me anything.
Ah,
Well, in our defense, you kind of walked off to look for this Temple of Nylea, and you didn't really tell us when you were coming, or if you were coming back.
Oh no, I was definitely coming back. But yeah, that's my bad. I just had to check
Yeah.
if I had to burn down the temple or not, and we didn't burn down the temple, but they will burn down the temple later after they move out, so it's fine.
Siri just squeezes Orion a little bit, like, burn down temples?
Well, Nyla doesn't want temples, so
No, but no. I can understand that is not the case, but if they move out of the temple or something like that, it can basically just become a house. You know that, right?
I didn't think that far.
Excuse
But on the other hand,
me.
that's civilization, so
I mean,
I'd rather burn it down because it's still an abomination. But then they can build something later on if they want to, you know.
City's not gonna be happy about.
Excuse me. I was
Yes.
told I needed to be somewhere. I would rather be in bed. See Alexa come walking down the stairs.
Shush, binary. Just go into the dining area. We can do this in the dining area. It's fine. It's probably abandoned at this time of night.
Yeah, you look around in the dining area. There's no one except the other woman who woke you up, Neri, sitting there, reading something.
Okay, so for what's the term? Shits and giggles, Alexa. Would you lay on one of the tables for us, please?
She gives you another look.
Bombastic side eye.
It's basically a look of this better be worth it, because I'm losing my patience. And she hops
Yes,
up on the
wait.
table,
Yes.
lays
Just think.
down.
Academic curiosity. Just think that we're casting a spell after all.
Yep. Okay. 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 If you destroy my clothes, Neri, you're buying new ones.
Yeah, nobody. Well, Siri might want to see that. I'm not sure about Artemis. Maybe Drazon. I don't want to see that, so it's not going to happen. Gets out the scroll of remove curse and he looks at Drazon and goes, You ready, Drazon?
Yes. Would you like me to cast it first, and then you can keep the scroll? So if mine works, you don't have to use your scroll, which you spend a fortune on.
I'm not
Could-
sure. I thought we were thinking about using our combined power. Because it's a powerful spell.
What, we both
Uh,
do it at the same time? Do you think that'll make a difference?
I think Sir, would it? Artemis, do we? Artemis, I don't know. Do we know if it would make a difference? I mean, level 3 plus level 3 equals level 6, right?
Any one of you can give me a Arcana check.
Can Siri too?
You can help if you want. If you're trained in Arcana, you can. Like if you have proficiency. No,
I am a student.
yeah. So
No.
yeah, no.
What?
Yeah.
Where did we get 11 temporary hit points from? And do we still have it?
Oh yeah.
That was from Ash's
That's a
cooking, I
no
believe.
from
Yeah, no,
we have
that
long rest.
you've had a long rest, so no, you don't have it anymore. But no, Neri or Drosan or both of you can roll an Arcana check.
I would try, but my Arcana's pretty shit.
Why is it not showing me the rolls?
I only have +3 in Arcana, so I don't think I will be that much helpful.
Um, 13 Arcana. You're not entirely sure about how it would work. Because you haven't encountered magic of this level before, Drosan. But you have a feeling that removing curse, like one casting of it, removes one curse. And doubling it up might not necessarily yeah, it might not necessarily help. Either you remove 2 curses, and you do remember there are some curses that you can't just cast a spell on to remove, but you know that doubling up casting in that way wouldn't help against that kind of curse.
Okay.
So either it works or it doesn't.
Well, Neri, I'm pretty well. I think that it's one of these spells will either work or it won't. I don't think using both.
Okay, so you try first, and then I try. If you fail,
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so, and I do have advantage. Yeah, I do have
Yep. So you cast remove curse.
inspiration. Sorry.
is this going to be like the counter spell rules then? Since we're 2 levels below whatever was cast.
Inspire. Okay,
Uh,
so move curse.
I'm going to casting remove curse please give me roll a D100 for me.
Who? Me?
Yeah, Drozen.
Okay. D100. 47.
Yeah, you spend the short amount of time needed to remove curse, and you see this light, dark, like it's almost like a dark purplish glow surround Alexa for a moment, and you hear her coughing. You can't see her for about 5-6 seconds, and you hear her coughing briefly, and then the dark purple light fades from around her, and she blinks for a moment, sits up, and just can see a little bit of blood dripping from her nose, but she seems fine.
Well,
Did it work?
I
Lots of
don't
you.
know.
Did it work? Do you remember? Or do you still have an uncontrollable urge to drag me back home?
Why would I drag you back home?
Because you had a spell cast on you, forcing you to take me back home.
Well, I would like for you to take me back home. Why am I in this backwater city in the mountains?
Oh, okay, she doesn't remember. That's good, but also. Does anyone have minor illusion? No. Okay.
Not prepared.
No, it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, so you can't prepare it.
Oh,
Ooh, can I use shape water? This is a very weird way. I kind of like grab one of the glasses, maybe from around, maybe that one hasn't been cleaned up or something, or one of the water that like some a
Yeah.
flower bears.
Absolutely,
And I
yeah.
just take out the water, and it kind of swirls around in my hand. And I'm going to attempt to make a very detailed ice sculpture of one of the twins. Of the twin.
All right, give me a wisdom check. Just straight up wisdom check.
I should be wisdomous. Is that a word? That is a word.
Now it is.
I'll cast guidance.
I don't need it.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna add a D4 anyway. 22.
yeah, it's pretty damn good likeness. In ice, so the angles are a little bit weird.
This man here is an individual known as what was the surviving twin's name? Lysanus?
Ephoros.
Ephoros. He is an evil wizard, and he cast a spell on you called like command, but more powerful, like way more powerful, to force you to come here and take me back to the university. And he was at the university.
Give me a persuasion check.
Guidance. Are you frozen, Jason?
Oh. Come on, load.
Yeah, you're fine now.
I'm fine now. Load. Here's my internet cut out for a second. My sheet's not loading. don't think I have advantage in persuasion yet. And I don't know
No.
what my persuasion is.
Persuasion, it's +1. So you can roll a d20 +1. That's pretty good. She rolled 16 for insight. Oh. Right. So this guy cast spell on me and made me travel up here. Right. I'm going to assume that you're the reason why I'm half naked on top of a table in a dining room.
Sounds like a
I
kind of.
mean, I look her up and down and go, "You're the one who decides to dress like that, sweetie."
You know what? Oh, it's too late at night. I don't care. I need to arrange travel back to Melitis in the morning. It's nice meeting you again, Neri. To write back, Asterix is a pain to deal with right now.
What? What do you mean Asterix is a pain? Asterix is never a pain.
Well, since you left, I am the one who has to listen to his new ideas.
Okay.
And he keeps the
Well-
same hours as you do.
Tell him to write them all down and send them to me.
Will do. Whatever you did. And she turns to look at Drozan. Thank you. I appreciate this. Do, if you ever come around, all of you, obviously, come around to Melitis, Neri knows where to find me and my brother. I'll find a suitable way to thank all of you. I don't know why I'm here. Might come back to me. I have a headache. It's in the middle of the night. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, like I said, the
Very
twin.
understandable.
Yeah, the twin though. You have to take it. You have to take this seriously.
Oh, I am royally pissed, Neri.
Okay. So if this figure, address the ice sculpture, comes near you again, or even enters the grounds of the school, please inform tutors who can potentially take him on. The magical tutors, the more powerful ones.
Oh, I will. I am going to let the whole damn place know.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Alexa.
Yes.
I did talk
It's
to
nice
you.
to see you again.
Yes, we did have a lovely chat over some wine, and she smacks Neri behind the head.
Yes, I do remember you. It was very nice. Yes, like I said, if you're ever back in Melitis, Neri knows where to find me. I'm usually at the school. That might... Oh, you know what? I might have some ideas for this to never happen again. I'm going to go write this down, and then I'm going to bed, and...
Make sure whatever that idea is, you use it on your brother.
Will do. And then I'm going to see if I can... Yes, new ideas, yes. Maybe if I... And she just starts wandering off, drawing stuff in the air.
She has a nice body, though.
She's a nerd.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice body.
Orion is currently chewing on your hand, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like... I know you want to go outside, Orion, but Please don't eat my hand. If you stop chewing on my hand, she whispers, like, if you stop chewing on my hand, I'll make sure that Artemis never drags you into a house again.
Oh, I promise I won't. I will not go into a house again. Next time we're going to a tavern, I'm sleeping outside.
All right. Yeah. Orion
Go hunting.
stops.
Do you think the temple takes refunds and I can get my 300 gold back?
Temples don't take refunds.
Maybe you could come with me and be really persuasive like you usually are.
It's the middle of the night.
After, in the morning, after we finish. Please? It's 300 gold.
But you promised me. And she starts, like, petting Orion. But you promised me we would see the dragon after we saw the ghost.
Yeah, but we have to deal with the ghost and then come back and tell them we've dealt with the ghost and then go see the dragon. Yes.
What do I get from helping you? And she kind of like strokes Orion in a menace.
Are you-
I will give you 10 gold pieces and you can spend that on a nice bottle of wine. Really nice bottle of wine. That's worth 10 gold pieces.
Just buy me a nice bottle of wine, and then
Yes.
I would say
that's
we're
what-
square.
Yes.
All right.
And
I-
Mary, I'm
yeah,
joking.
actually, speaking of which,
Oh.
and I'm gonna hand Artemis some gold. I think you probably might be quite light, and you might need some in this city. I mean, we've
Yeah, I
been.
just spent half of my entire pouch at staying over here at this inn. So, yeah, I don't like gold. I don't know why you keep so much on it. Like,
It's good for
I don't like
buying stuff.
civilization.
It just seems as we adventure, it just seems to accumulate it really. Here we go, and I'll kind of hand out like 10 gold pieces to her. This should keep you going for the moment.
All right.
Thanks, I guess. I appreciate it. Oh, also, I talked with the Temple of Nylea, and they promised to burn it down after they moved it out.
They moved to where?
I told them to leave the building and go out into the forest and create a sanctuary there instead, because the temple is just an abomination to Nylea, and they promised they would try to burn it down afterwards once they are setting up outside the walls.
Again, why would they burn it down when it's a fine building that can be used for other things? And she
Yeah.
will give Orion to Artemis.
You're
Yeah.
so adorable.
Orion clamps down on your hand with his teeth.
Oh no, she is belly rubbing with her face.
Okay, he clamps down on your ear with his teeth. Just.
Yes, you're adorable.
Yes,
All right.
perhaps we could.
Orion
Tell
managed to
them.
go through the front door without problem, right?
Oh yeah, he's like this big now.
Yeah, but like before, he managed
Oh
to
yeah, I
go
know.
through the front
He
door.
managed to go through the front door. It was up the stairs and through the room's door. That was a problem.
Sirius looking at Orion a little bit like, do you want me to change you back, kind of, while Artemis is doing this?
I'm trying to figure out because polymorph changes everything, right? Their mental stats, their physical. He's a kitten right now, with the mental
She is
abilities
very
of a
tempted.
kitten.
Wait, let me see what polymorphs do.
So I believe it shape change lets you keep a lot, but polymorph turns.
Yeah, so a cat has an intelligence of
Yeah.
3.
The target's game
Wisdom 12.
statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced. It retains its alignment and personality. So it's basically Orion, but kitten.
Should we start heading to the ghost before the ghost disappears? And we have to pay even more gold to stay here. I mean, not that I mind. And she looks at Leo, being like, I know you paid for this.
Yes, I agree. I think we should make our way.
Yeah, Leo at this point is barely awake. He's basically going through the motions of just moving.
Yeah, Siri will just like pat him on the cheeks. Wakey, wakey.
Yes. Mostly because I don't really know how a sleep-drunk Leo acts. And he's gonna follow you. And yeah, so it's... polymorph only lasts for an hour.
Yeah, Siri would like to transform him back once he's outside the door,
Okay,
just to
yep.
be like, you're outside. So if like Artemis still is carrying Orion as they like walk out the door, he will suddenly hold like the whole lion and just flop over.
Well, she will hold him up. She's stronger than him anyway, so she's like holding him up slightly under his like arms. So you see his body growing downwards.
Yeah, Orion is, on the other hand, about 3 times Artemis' size.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be a bit...
She's like, hello, my kitty. And she does the face belly rubs again.
Orion does that whole... I'm pretending to not enjoy this, and I'm going to bite you. Leave me alone.
I am hoping it was okay, Orion. I just didn't want you to push through. I'm not sure. Was it you guys that made a ruckus like when you entered the building?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My wings
Yes, I'm kind of
got
happy I probably
stuck.
moved you. I'm kind
problem
of
with
glad I made you a
wings.
kitten.
The kitty can talk.
No,
I
it was
said,
Paul.
just
Yes.
snap the head off the
The what?
The ice sculpture.
the ice sculpture. Just who's the bestest boy, Orion? And I start scratching his mane.
He's gonna give you that look of, I am pretending to not enjoy this.
Did Neri just scream out loud outside?
Yes.
What, in the darkness? Oh yeah. As they're walking through the streets, yeah.
All right. So
Siri will just be like, basically taking him by the collars while he's scratching, being like, it's the middle of the night, Neri, be quiet.
I can't use my
Or
outdoor voice
people are
outdoor.
yes, but people are asleep. You have already woken up the inn, and most likely the people next door. We don't need to shout while we're in the city. People are sleeping. People with children are sleeping. Let's not wake them up. Please?
Fine. Let's just get to the
Thank
bridge
you.
and wake up the ghosts instead.
You can scream as much as you want at the ghost, but not in the middle of the city, please.
Hi.
Thank
Probably
you.
will scream when he sees the ghost.
You can still cuddle you can still cuddle the very pretty lion, but no screaming.
Okay.
Thank you. And she will drag Leo by the hand.
all right. You make your way through the, I know cardinal directions, northeastern gates of Akros and out towards Ferrygax. The sky is clear. There's little tufts of clouds that pass, and you can see it's rather clear moonlit night. Artemis and Drozan, you have a little bit hard time seeing because middle of the night, and you don't really have. I don't think Artemis has dark vision either.
I don't think I've gotten it from anything else. So no.
Okay, so it is as soon as you pass outside of the city gates, it's dark. There are no more torches, and the only light that you have provided are the. No, actually, they would have stayed behind on Lizzie. Rosan's wisp friends are on Lizzie, so. Unless you ask them to come with you, then they are not next to you and giving you a dim light of the area.
I mean,
Siri
is it
will do
cheating
as
to
they
say yeah? Might as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I would think they because they came for adventure, right? So I would
True.
imagine they would have followed us into the city.
yeah, true. So yeah, you have the two orbs of light that move around Rosen, lighting up the area. They provide about 15 feet of light. And for those of you with dark vision, you have about 60 feet out, but it's pitch black beyond that reach. You don't see anything outside that. The sky above, you can see all of Nyx just arcing across a myriad of colors and twinkling stars. The night is cold, maybe 2-3 degrees Celsius, and crisp. Doesn't have any of that saltiness from earlier, and takes you about a little over an hour for you to reach Faragax, and you can see why it's such why it's such a natural crossing. There's a chasm in front of you that spans maybe 60 feet across, and in front of you is a natural rock formation that forms a bridge over. I'm actually gonna move you over to the bridge. And it being nighttime, even if you walk to the edge, you cannot see the bottom of this ravine. It is way beyond dark vision range.
I can't see anything.
Me neither.
Give me a moment.
She zoomed out.
It's because you don't have dark vision.
No.
I can see 15 feet around me thanks to my blue balls.
Yes. So I'm actually going to give you. I'm not even touching that.
Yeah, that would be weird touching his blue balls.
I know, right? So I'm gonna do that. How about now?
There we go.
No, I don't see shit.
I see.
Okay. If I
Just
put
'cause
you
you don't
next
have
to, if I put you next to Drozan,
I don't see shit.
why? But now. Oh wait, that's because your token is fucked up again.
There we go.
Orion should have dark vision.
Yes.
So how far is his?
60.
There we go. And looking across this bridge, almost at the edge of your vision, you see a form standing, blocking the path. The soft light outlining it. Let me see. I need to do something. There we go. We're going to do like so. A figure stands in the middle of the road, almost blocking it. And are you all walking in a like a clump, or are you? Who's leading at this point? I need to check. Leo, real quick.
I mean, I have dark vision, so I can lead.
I'll be behind Neri, on top of Orion.
Just to let you guys know, there's a dude wearing armor at the
I'll
end
be
of
in the
this
middle.
bridge. Not that you can see him.
Does it look? Does he look like a ghost?
I mean, he's glowing faintly in the dark.
Oh, I'm asking Neri.
Yeah.
Neri, does he look like a ghost?
Oh,
Neri.
I think he froze again.
But yeah, I just spoke. Nobody
Oh, there we
heard
go.
me. Yeah, no, but he goes,
actually,
yes, they're glowing in the dark, but I know, I have quite a few friends who can glow in the dark. Granted, they're octopuses, so and cuttlefish, so. No, it's
But
probably weird for people on the ground to glow. Yes.
we have come here to find a ghost on the bridge, and we are by the bridge. So, chances are.
because
Yes.
I just remembered, Artemis, you have a moon touch scimitar.
Oh yeah, true.
So that one
I
also
forgot
gives
about
up
that
a
as
bit of light.
Yeah, I'll go here.
Yay, I can see.
We go. Mr. Bridgeman.
You look
Thank
over
you.
across the bridge and you see this tall, almost hulking figure dressed in what looks like bronze armor at the top and a leather, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a linen skirt and then leather flaps that hang down on it. Spear in what does he have? Let me check. He has a sword in one hand and shield in the other. And on top of his head, you see this really intricate bronze helmet with green details all across it. And it seems to obscure his entire face. Across the armor, you see another green, almost like a toga material. And he slams the sword against the shield once, but doesn't reply.
Does it sound solid when he does that?
Yes. And you can hear it just echoing out over the chasm bit around you.
Mm.
Okay.
Seems quite solid for a ghost.
Is it like a special kind of armor? Is it anything like historical about any of his armor?
Give me a history check.
Oof.
I will.
19.
Where did I put that? There. With a 19, you've read stories and heard stories about. Oh, what are they called? Brain, come on. Special squadrons, not squadrons, but special units that move around this area, and they are basically the strike units that go out and harry any attackers and basically leave none alive that try to threaten Akros. And you recognize bits of the armor, the green standard, the green details of this probably being a commander of one of those.
So the armor doesn't look like old or anything.
It looks a bit weathered, but other than that, not really. Not from what we can tell.
I don't think Siri has seen a ghost before. At least not knowingly.
Yeah, you would know
We-
these.
We
These.
have. We met the female.
Yeah.
First.
Oh
In the
yeah,
tower.
Like she was a revenant.
This could also be Revenant.
True. You would know these units. They're usually called Lucos. So, from what you know, and you don't know a lot about Akron military strategy, but you have the Alamon that patrol the borders, and then you have the Lucos who basically come in and pick off the stragglers, and
yeah.
the few that make it through that are the ones that are basically free to attack Akros, which never happens.
What is it with soldiers from Akros turning into ghosts? Move on to the other side. It's more peaceful. I just shout across the chasm.
Yeah, Siri will tell the rest of the party what she knows.
Mhm.
I mean, we can try and talk to him first.
I tried. He just banged his sword. And then I take out my little tuning fork and I go, "Rising tide," and it turns into the big version, and I bang it on my shield.
All right.
And you just challenged him to a battle, Neri.
Huh? What? Say what now?
I believe banging on a shield is basically they challenge you. If you bang back, you challenge accepted.
Yeah, I think you just accepted a 1v1 duel against this. So good luck with that. I'll gladly stand here and watch. I admire your bravery.
All right. Just rocks again. Walks bolt.
All right.
Larry.
Can you ask for his name first, maybe?
Yeah. Give me a name.
Challengers gives their name first.
My name is Lillith. Champion of Vasa.
Champion of Thassa. I am Kalkastrakon, and you shall fall.
For where?
You see him pick up the shield, hold it out in front of him, grab the longsword, almost like a lance, and then rush forward towards you, Neri.
Oh, can I, before we start this?
Yep.
I just kind of slam my trident on the ground, and I cast my Cloak of Stars.
Alright. As he runs forwards towards you, Neri, you see the sword just burn bright with a green fire along the edge.
Why is Neri doing this?
The paladin should be probably doing this, but why not fun?
Yeah. Should I shoot him? Or should I just wait?
I mean, since we are doing this, let's roll initiative.
I mean, I can't get worse than that, right?
Well, Neri did challenge him, I presume, to a one-on-one duel.
Oh no. Oh no. Can I use inspiration, please?
If you want to, yeah. That's better. Okay. I am not entirely sure why I did that, but...
Am I the only one who's confused over the critical
Nope.
fail? Very
Nope.
high number.
Nope.
I think he rolled with advantage by mistake.
Oh.
But it should be the correct one though, because
No, I'm on normal. I'm not on advantage.
Well, it said you rolled a 19 and you rolled a 1.
It's a 19 plus a 1. I don't know why you would roll... Anyway, it's still correct. I don't know why I did that, though. So, we're gonna go with descending. And... Alright, Neri, you have your Cloak of Stars. This... For lack of better word... and now the word escapes me. What are Greek soldiers called again?
Oh god.
Alright. Centurion?
Centurion.
No, those are
Roman.
Roman.
Spartans.
Phalanx?
Nope.
Is it Spartan?
No, Spartan
No,
is
those
from a city.
Hoplite?
Thank you.
They're hoplites.
This hoplite-looking commander is running towards Neri. Long sword burning with this green flame. And... Neri's cloak burning behind him. Well, not burning, but glowing around him.
Hoplite.
Yes.
Yeah, his whole body turns. I think I've just described this before, but his whole body's covered in a black liquid.
Yep.
And it looks like it's the ocean at night, so you can see stars in him, and you see like waves rush up him every so often.
Yep. As these two forms move towards each other, you all have a chance. If you want, we can go through one round of combat in this stream. So what all do you do when you see this warrior rushing Neri? Siri, you're up first.
Did Neri just accept like a 101?
You're not entirely sure, and does it matter when a dead guy is rushing your friend?
No, it's like she's thinking, and then she's like, "All right, he's he's not God. That's only like he too. That won't allow me to do stuff, and he's not here." Does Siri know what's effective against ghosts?
You can give me a quick history check if you want.
14.
In general, ghosts don't like divine magic, just as a rule.
Yeah, the problem is she doesn't have divine magic, so she's
Yeah.
like,
Fire sometimes works, usually radiant damage. But other than that, you don't really know.
She's trying to understand if heat metal would do anything, if it's metal or if the metal is there.
I mean, it clangs as he's running.
Yeah, so she will do a heat metal on 3rd level just to see if it works.
Okay, so Constitution save. That is just for him to drop what he is holding, right?
Yeah, he takes the damage no matter.
Yeah. The longsword goes clattering to the ground. Well, wait, did you go with the armor or his sword?
She would go for the sword since he's
Okay.
rushing.
Yeah. So the sword goes clattering to the ground and he stops.
And she will be like, "I'm sorry, but you kind of like rushed us." And you're welcome, Neri. And that's her turn.
All right.
Challenging him. He's gonna be mad now. He's gonna call his friends.
All right, Drozan.
Hmm. I mean, did Neri say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, I'm gonna be like, I'll come closer, and I don't want to intervene directly at this point because Neri has decided to challenge the warrior.
I mean, I
And
didn't
even-
mean to, but Siri said I did. So I was like, meh, let the pieces fall where they fall. Chaos.
She said
Chaos.
she said, "I think you might have challenged him."
And then he called me a challenger there.
Okay. Drozan, as you look over to your left, you don't see the bottom of that ravine. It's just clouds under you.
Okay. I will cast. I don't know if this is going to work on a ghost, but it seems pretty solid. So I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
All right.
So where he's charging forward, so 20 feet, 20. So that is, sorry, let me just draw a little clips of, well, like that kind of thing. If you saw that, did you see that?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Around that sort of, it doesn't stay. How come it doesn't stay?
Oh, I see
I
it.
We're seeing it.
Oh, wow.
20 feet is this.
Isn't it square?
Radius. So, I mean, centered on a point. So what I'll do is I'll try obviously not to get an area in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if that slows him down.
There you go. This is 20. Or this could be 20 as well.
Can we move that? Yeah, so not directly on him because also gets nary. So it's a bit behind him. Then yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, he could take.
Anytime he moves, he will take damage.
2d6 piercing for every 5 feet he travels, and it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's yours so big compared to mine.
Because I do it diagonally.
What the fuck? I don't think it's diagonally there. It's straight.
I mean, it is still 20 feet.
Yeah, but it's not diagonal. It's straight.
Actually, sorry, I should have probably asked beforehand. When he was charging along, was he running or was he floating?
He seems to be running.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's cool. I'll stick with this and see what happens. So yeah, I'm trying not to directly intervene as in like attack him, but I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult for him.
Okay.
Well, he's already dropped his sword and stopped now, so...
Yeah, well, if he picks it up and carries on running, then he's going to be
In pain.
getting pricks.
Okay. Roughly about there. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Drozan?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's it.
Neri. In front of you now is a lot of, like, vines and thorns and all kinds of unpleasant stuff between you and the hoplite.
I just, because he stopped, I just turned around to the others and go, "You said I challenged him! What the hell are you all doing?"
I said I think you might have.
I cloaked up on everything. Even said it was a challenge. God damn it. I turned back to him and go, "Is this still a challenge or have they just broke the rules?"
Technically, he said challengers.
Did he say challengers or challenger?
He did say challengers. Something.
Ah.
I'm asking him directly, so can he respond with his reaction?
It's a free thing to speak. I don't really limit it that way. Any who would pass this area challenge my rules.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Well, you're
Time
fucked.
to-
And I cast tidal wave on him.
You cast what?
Tidal wave. Just slam.
All right.
Does
What?
it knock him back as well?
Dex save. And I'm guessing it does knock him back. Yeah. And
Which means that as he
his
goes
sword's
back
gonna
through,
go flying.
but as he goes, if he gets pushed back through the what do you call it, the spike growth, that's going to cause damage as well, right?
Mhm.
Do you do it across the bridge or do you do it over the edge though?
In its area, extinguishing unprotected flames in its area within 30 feet of it, then it vanishes. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't knocked prone. Oh, they're just knocked prone.
Yep. So he's prone in this area.
I don't know what will happen to his sword because it's.
You don't see it anymore. It's in somewhere in the spike growth.
So yeah, that's where I cast it on him.
Okay. Well,
This
he
poor guy.
is currently prone.
And I will cast damage. 1 second. Can't. Where is tidal wave? Bludgeoning damage. And he's knocked prone. So I just. And this huge wave just flashes him into the ground.
Alright. He is prone and has taken some damage. There's currently spike growth around him. Anything else you want to do in your turn? Neri, we lost Lilith. What the hell? Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Well, I want to move forwards, but I don't want to be spiked.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do line.
I don't think I have any bonus actions other than turning into a. Eyes of the Deep, is that an action?
What did we say?
It doesn't say if it's an action or not. It doesn't even
No,
say
it's
how long
a,
it
it's
lasts or
a,
how long it
it's
lasts.
a feat. If I
Yeah,
remember.
but
No, wait.
It says until the effect ends, so. But it doesn't say how long or if it's an action or.
I believe it's an action. No, we lost Lilith. Oh well.
One action. Cast this using your action. And how long does it last? Like a minute?
I don't remember the wording of it.
There's nothing that says how long it lasts, so I'm just assuming a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So no, I can't cast that. Yeah, no, that's it. I'll just stay there because I've already got the thing cast around me, so I should be pretty hard to hit.
All right. Next up is Orion.
I think Orion is just gonna. Gonna go over here and hold an action to attack with a bite if he comes within 5 feet.
All right.
And since Artemis is riding on top of him,
Mhm.
he's dragged along, and yeah.
All right. Artemis.
She is going to it's just disadvantage because he's prone. So check. Does it require me to hit?
Who's blue? Oh, that's not good.
Yes.
Oh, damn, that's blue.
And this one.
What did she cast it? It's a spellcaster. We're fucked.
I'll just bring out my Moontat Scimitar and my short sword, and
Hold your action.
hold an action to attack if he comes within 5 feet.
Okay. It is his turn, and he's gonna spend some. He's gonna spend half his movement to get up, and grabs the sword. The sword is no longer burning.
Does he find it easy enough amongst all the spike growth?
It's basically right next to him. He just went.
Oh.
"Meh." So it spends a little bit of time to pick it up. I'll say he uses bonus action to find it, and lifting it up sideways. He points to a point. Will he actually do that? I don't think so. I think he will actually. He's going to point to Neri, Artemis, and Drosan, and say, "Approach." And I need all of you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, mass. Is it mass command or mass suggestion?
It's command. He upcasts
wisdom
it to hit
saving throw?
3.
Is it a charm? Is commander charmed?
Nope.
Command is a charm spell, I believe, isn't it? Or you're
Let
not
me check.
charmed. I don't know.
I want to use my inspiration to roll that again because that was crap.
I'm gonna check.
Same thing. What the fuck? That's broken.
I'm trying to figure out. So it's. What the hell is
No,
his-
command isn't a charm, apparently. Okay, cool. Just checking. My tempestuous nature gives me advantage against that, but yes, I will just use my wisdom save then. You
No.
seriously? I have a +7. Ouch.
As he lifts up his hand, curls the hand around so the sword points away from him. It curls his finger towards and says, "Approach." The three of you feel this urge come over you as this DC was 16. And Artemis, you slip off of Arion. Neri, you start walking forwards. And Drosan, you feel your hooves moving outside of your will as all three of you start walking towards him.
How far do we walk?
We use our reaction, or is it on our next turn?
It will be on your next turn.
Okay.
So you will use
And
your
that's
movement on your next turn to move towards him.
Okay.
Hopefully, goes on, loses concentration.
We shall see.
And then Neri will have to deal with the spikes. But Drozen will. He's going to
Yeah.
fall on his own spikes.
Arion, Ciri, and Leo see the three of you start moving towards this entity standing in the middle of spike roads, on top of a bridge spanning a chasm that seems without end. And that is where we're going to be ending today's session.